Yo, man, make sure you guys please share this video. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel because we the business. Now, we are in a reception right now. It's about to get worse. What they're not explaining, they're not telling you guys. And most of you guys probably getting your income taxes, you might want to save every penny, man, because what they're not saying is that we are in a recession. You know what I mean? You got the bank loaners. You know what I mean? You got insurance companies. You know what I mean? You got people collecting, man. You know what I mean? If you owe IRS need a cut. And if you spending money, you might want to start saving some money. Because what they're not saying is the reception time is already here. Groceries going up. You know, a lot of people want to catch up with, you know what I mean, Uncle Sam, Bill Gates. Well, you ain't got that kind of money. So now got to start saving. So as you guys come in here, man, I'm gonna get ready to go on into dive into this video and why they're not saying this already to us. But yes, we are facing a reception time. Things is what I mean, about to get real interesting. It's gonna get real. You know what I mean? The economy is crashing. Everything's falling apart. Stock markets, I've been saying, going up and down. And like I said, man, we're right here all in this crash. So what they not, been saying to you guys that we are going into a reception time. This already think that we are already in reception times. High inflation, cost of living. So the important that I'm making this video, you guys, you know what I mean, because if you guys are waiting on income tax to come to get here, make sure you guys start saving some money, because what they have not been saying, that they are already, putting us in reception times. Groceries going up. Let's think about how hard it will be for people to be qualified to get WIC. Let's think about how long will EBT last. Jobs, jobs being cut. If you can go find a job today, work a job, because most of the jobs of these job companies is always going to be led to some temp agencies. Most of the time you working, minimum rate. So I'm not taking any one hustle. If you got to work, but the goal is to, save money, because what they not been saying to us is that we are facing a reception time. We are in a, break of a reception. So they have not told anyone this. So I'm saying it to you guys. I'm saying at some point they're going to declare martial law, because things are going to get real. Things just going to hit the fence. We got just another week. We're going to get another severe weather outbreak. Long, track storms. So Be prepared because we're going to get another strange weather pattern within a week. A lot of things going to be happening between the middle of April and next month. So just take everything. You know, I always tell people, I always tell my viewers, take things with a grain of salt. You know, as you guys, coming in, make sure you guys always subscribe to the channel, share the video. But we're coming to some times, you know, people ain't gonna know how to act. People ain't gonna know how to control themselves. When you start seeing more people start losing homes, and what I mean, and what FEMA's about, because FEMA ain't gonna cover. The insurance company ain't. If you got insurance, your insurance company is not gonna come and cover the cost. Just think how bad things are gonna get. It's already getting bad. Natural disasters already getting bad. Our global warming is changing. We going through a whole climate change. This thing is this gonna be more flooding? Strong tornadoes. We are gonna go in probably into another active hurricane season, more powerful hurricanes. You know, um, the University of CSU Colorado named that this probably will be a much active year. I always tell you guys, take these things with a grain of salt, man. Times really getting rough. So, you know, like I said, you guys, prepare. You know, stay watching the weather forecast, and please, you know, stay, stay connected with one another, because it's going to take a community like that community in Oklahoma. I believe there was a large community that hold 30,000. I believe 30. 7,000 people, and how that city was flattened through a EF4, EF5 violent tornado. So please, you guys, please, man, because at the end of the day, man, when these things happen, natural disaster, man, we have. And I hate to see how hatred this world is as we see it today. I would rather see us come together, man. And it seems like the only time people come together is when natural disaster hits. So you guys, like I said, you guys, please, man, please, take these things with a grain of salt, man. Please, check on your neighbor, check on your pets, check on your loved ones. Be a helping hand to each other, man. And just, always stay, aware of your surroundings. Be vigilant and have a self-awareness, and practice loving, practice the 3 P's, because that's the important things, when you facing a time. So don't forget, to practice, prepare, and persevere. And may God be with you guys, man. Because, we just look at this. We all in this thing together, man. Reception times is here. Things are just going to get worse. Economy is not going to get no good. Because, escalation is bound to come. We have Tehran and American feuding. You have China. A war is going to, happen on our food with China, America, because most of our food come out of China. 80% we have of our food that comes out of China. So, when we you know what I mean, look at this thing, you know what I mean, this whole distribution to consumers, you know what I mean, and half of the food, 80% of our food coming out of China. So this is huge for us to try to work on negotiating and not to work on hatred. Many nations looking at America, and there's a lot of hatred between these other countries right now. So you guys, like I said, you guys, it's stressful, man, that we see that we are in inception times, and they fail to tell us, man. Why you think that the government at so many times they tried forcing government shutdowns? Take it with a grain of salt, you guys. We're already in the reception time. So you guys, like I said, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You know, share this video, and don't forget to practice. You know, practice, prepare, and persevere. We out.